Look, folks, I'm starting to really become concerned about Nintendo at this moment. Not about whether or not the NX is coming, but when is it actually coming? I'm starting to be concerned about that. Is this thing actually coming in the time frame that they say is coming? Now, I understand that Nintendo is trying to keep things close to chest because of fear of somebody pretty much stealing their ideal or implementing their ideal before they are able to. I understand that. I do music. Sometimes we come up with great ideas, great concepts, and you hope that no other artist comes up with that concept or use, that idea that you have because, brilliant minds think alike, and, you hoping that they don't do that. Plus you keeping things close to your chest so they don't hear about what you're doing so that they can't do it. Now, of course, from what I do, that's not likely to happen because, we supposed to be God-fearing young men, so we shouldn't be stealing each other's ideas. But anyway, I understand where Nintendo is coming from. And, but at the same time, and I said this in my last video, and I've been saying this for a while now, Nintendo is flirting with the too long mark. Nintendo is flirting with fatigue. Nintendo is flirting with people not being happy but frustrated and upset with them because they took too long, and by the time they reveal it, it won't have the same excitement laced to the reveal. It will be a lot of criticism and scrutiny and judgmental minds looking on. Why? Because they were forced to wait for a long, unreasonable time to get this news. Now, but I understand what they're trying to do. But this part I do not understand. All right? You got this grandiose secret idea aspect to your system that you say you don't want anyone to steal. All right. You don't want Sony to steal it. You don't want Microsoft to steal it. Well, Sony came out with what they were doing with the PlayStation 4 Pro pretty early in September. So Sony can't steal your idea. For Sony to steal your idea, they would have to do a lot of changing and a lot of quick switch arounds to make that happen before the launch of the PlayStation 4. And then they would have to try to sell you and everybody else, on me and you, on that idea. So Sony cannot really steal Nintendo's idea at this moment. So Sony really can't be a problem right now. They have 3 different pieces of technology coming to the market. They got the PlayStation Slim, they got the PlayStation Pro coming, then they got the PlayStation VR coming. They have 3 different things coming to the market. They don't have time to steal your idea. So, okay, so you don't have to even worry about Sony. And yes, they learned their lesson from Move. They're not going to do another Move situation because majority of the time when Nintendo comes up with something innovative or great or idea, most people don't want the other companies to implement it for whatever reason, so they didn't support the Move, even though the Move was probably better than the Wii remote. But we ain't going there. So you don't have to worry about Sony at this point because they have too much coming to the market as it is. Then you have Microsoft. Microsoft has the Xbox S out. Then they have the Xbox Scorpio coming out at the end of next year. So what can Microsoft do to steal your idea before you bring it to the market? Because again, if you were coming with the idea, then you've already worked out the kinks. You've already made sure it's working and is able to it's doing it and it's functioning at its best. Is already been researched and developed and tried out and tested and trial runs with different gamers and different peoples across, wherever y'all having y'all test runs at. So y'all don't work the kinks out or wherever this secret idea is before you brought it to the market. Where Microsoft, and if Sony was dumb enough to try to implement your idea, they would have to do it themselves. They would have to figure out how can they implement this idea their own way, unique to them. They would have to do the RNA research and development, or R&D, research and development. They would have to get the testers out, and they had to do all that before you bring your system to the market. And the likelihood of that happening is slim to none. So Nintendo is in a sweet spot to where September made sense to reveal the NX to the masses and to reveal certain aspects, even if you're just revealing how the system look or revealing the ideas behind the system, what you're shooting for, what you're striving for, a few games that you're working on. Something could have been said at this point in time about this system, and yet and still we're here totally, absolutely clueless about what this thing is outside of Ubisoft chirping and a few other folks supposedly having leaks and rumors, which none of us really care about, especially at this time. The only people that matters at this time, and I would say Ubisoft is pretty cool, but at the same time, can you trust Ubisoft? Because they always praise something. But I would say this time it's a little unique compared to how they used to praise Nintendo. They are praising Nintendo on their own time, not praising Nintendo on Nintendo's stage. Two different things there, folks. They're praising Nintendo on their own time, on their own stage, in their own space, not coming to Nintendo's E3 direct stage press conference and speaking for Nintendo's on Nintendo's stage, on Nintendo's time. Of course, they're going to praise Nintendo, but they're doing this on their own time. But anyway, that's cool, but we're ready to hear Nintendo. And the secret is pretty much safe to reveal in some aspects now. Because like I get to say, Sony has 3 pieces of hardware coming to the market. They don't have time to try to implement something else. They have already threw their marbles at what they're going to throw it at. They have already put their money behind what they're trying to do. They have VR, they have the PlayStation 4 Pro, they have the PlayStation 4 Slim. They don't have time to be trying to implement what you're trying to do, Nintendo. And Microsoft has the Scorpio coming. They have the Xbox S just came out. They too don't have time to be worried about what you're doing at this moment. They're still going to try to wait and see if it is actually something that's going to change the market. No different than they waited on the Wii. When the Wii came out, you didn't see none of that. It wasn't until the Wii blew up. Then they started trying to implement their own take on what the Wii was doing. You're going to get the exact same function and action and reaction from these two companies with whatever secret you have now. So it's no point in holding this secret. So is it the secret? Is the secret the thing keeping Nintendo from revealing this system? I do not think so. Is it games? I do not think so. There is something else going on, folks. I hope that it is revisions. I hope that it is boosting the power. I hope that they're changing aspects that to make it and improve it, because they might have had an idea that was going to work in the same marketplace as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. But then they see that these two guys are coming with more power and they don't want another Wii U situation or another Wii situation where in the end, what kept the Wii U from selling was the ideal or the belief that it wasn't a powerful system and this gimmick controller. And what kept the Wii from living as long as it could was the fact that it was already out the gate a weak system, we knew, but the controller bought us in, but the controller couldn't keep the masses interested in those SD standard graphics. So I don't know what Nintendo is doing, and I don't believe that the secret ideal is what's keeping them from revealing this system. There is something else, and I'm hoping that they do not come out and say that we have decided to push the release of the NX back. And we all know Nintendo has a track record of doing that. Zelda, anybody? We had a release date. Zelda went dormant. We didn't hear nothing about Zelda. It went quiet, and all of a sudden, Zelda was pushed back to March. Folks, Nintendo will do that. That is not nothing outside of their norm. It's not nothing outside of their character. Nintendo will go quiet on you. Nintendo will not say anything. Nintendo will not speak on anything. And then when they speak, they tell you that something has been pushed back. Something has been delayed. I'm sorry. I'm telling you the truth, man. I miss Iwata. And I'm not going to talk about it right now because I'm going to leave it at this. I miss Iwata because I can't go into it. I won't go into it. but I don't believe that the secret ideal is what Nintendo is keeping this thing from being revealing this thing. And I don't know what I have my idea, and it's going to play on that. I miss Iwata, but I'll do that in another video. But I don't believe the secret sauce is the problem, man. I just don't. And it's something else, bro. It's something else. And I believe I know what it is. And like I said, I will deal with that in the whole I Miss Iwata video. But this is your boy Leatherhead signing out. I've been ranting long enough. This is on the go. This is what I do. I try to do this every morning, every now and again in the morning. Been trying to be consistent with it. Make sure you go check out fulleffectgaming.com over there with my boy John Shaw and all of us, D2K, Jedi Knight, K-Bum20. We still over there making good posts for you guys to entertain you in your gaming habit and hobby. Also, I'm still trying to figure out this YouTube stuff with the podcast. So we're going to try to get up Sunday because I haven't figured it out yet and I got too much going on to really sit there and figure it out. I might have to call my boy John Shaw up and let him step me through what it is because I just ain't getting it at this moment in time. But anyway, we should be doing the podcast this coming Sunday for sure. When my boy Jedi Knight will be there as well. So anyway, till then, folks, this has been 12 minutes, 15 seconds on the dessert. Well, actually, it'll probably be longer than that. But anyway, this is your boy signing out.